Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making bread rolls. My kids are always super excited whenever I make bread rolls. They say, "Yay mommy, let me show you how I do it." So I'm using a cup of warm milk. Just put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. It's not really hot, it's just warm. It doesn't burn. Then I'm using a sachet of active dry yeast. It is 2¼ teaspoon of yeast. You have to proof this because it's long acting. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sugar because yeast loves sugar. So I'm gonna mix it, add the sachet of yeast and proof it. We have to know if it's alive because yeast is a living thing. We have to know if they're alive, so you need to proof the active yeast. So I'm just gonna gently mix it and set it aside for 10 minutes to proof it. So I'm gonna be using a third of a cup of melted butter. So I'm just gonna stick in the microwave for like 30 seconds to melt it. So I'm gonna be using 3 cups of flour, a quarter of a cup of sugar. Don't forget that I removed a tablespoon of sugar from the cup to add to the milk to proof the yeast. A teaspoon of salt. And I'm just gonna combine them together. So it is time to add the yeast. The yeast is already activated. When you see these bubbly things on top, that shows that the yeast is alive. So I'm gonna add the melted butter. Butter gives it a very nice tasty flavor. So it is time to add the egg. Make sure your egg is at room temperature before you add it. So I'm gonna combine everything together. If you like any flavor, you can add it if you want, but I don't think I need it. So I'm just gonna combine everything together. There's flavor from the milk, there's flavor from butter, so it's tasty. You don't really need extra flavor, but if you really like flavor, you can do it. So I'm just gonna combine it with the spatula before I start kneading it. So at this moment, I'm just gonna go in with my hand and start kneading. At this moment, you could transfer it to a surface to knead it, but today I just feel like kneading it in the bowl. That's still an option. So I'm just gonna continue to knead it. It is very sticky now, but don't worry, it's gonna form into a very nice smooth dough. While I continue kneading, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for coming. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like the video, share it with your friends, invite your friends to come watch it. If you have been with me on this journey, thank you. God bless you for your support. So I'm gonna continue kneading for like 3 minutes. It's really sticky, so I'm just gonna leave it to rest for like 1 to 2 minutes. Then I'll come back to continue kneading. Letting it rest gives you time to rest too, because making bread is a labor of love, especially when you are not using any gadgets. So I'm just gonna oil my hand with some butter or vegetable oil and continue kneading. So I'm just gonna continue to knead it for at least 7 minutes until it is ready for proofing. As you can see, it is really sticky. I need to oil my hand again to go in. So this time I'm just using vegetable oil to oil my hand. It makes it easier to go in and knead. Kneading releases the gluten. Is the thing that makes the bread to stretch. That's why it's very important to knead the dough. See how it looks? Very nice combined dough. The best time to make bread is really in the summer when it's really hot and nice. But during the winter, you can, winter or fall, you can just stick it in the oven, turn on the light, or you can turn on the oven for 1 minute first, then turn it off before you put it in. I have just oiled the dough and the bowl so that it doesn't stick to the wrap. I'm gonna cover it and put it in a warm place to rise for 60 to 90 minutes. If you are in a very hot environment, you can leave it out, it's gonna rise too. So 90 minutes later, it is risen. I'm just gonna deflate it before I start rolling it. I just transferred it to a surface so that I can roll it out to cut it into my desired shape. So I'm just gonna cut it into 12 little pieces, and I'm gonna be adjusting the size because some are bigger than the others, so I'm gonna adjust it. I am eyeballing them because I do not have a scale to weigh them. So I'm just gonna fold it this way to make a ball, just something round. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna rise anyway, so the shape is gonna change, but you just need to help it make it form into a ball. So I'm just gonna continue till I'm done. I will still continue to adjust it. When I notice one is too big, I will continue to adjust. So now we are all done. I'm gonna transfer it into the baking pan to let it proof again. I'm gonna let it rest for another 60 minutes. I'm gonna put it in the oven, a warm place. I already turned it off. It's not hot, it's just warm because we are not baking right now. I'm gonna still cover it to make sure it's really warm, because yeast like warm places. So this is 60 minutes later. It's well risen. It's time to bake. Turn on the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit before you put the bread in, and bake for 25 to 30 minutes. So it's done. I'm just gonna apply butter on it. I like the taste. It gives it an extra delicious taste, salty taste. So bread is done. So yummy. See how shiny it looks. I'm telling you, it's delicious. Try my recipe. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Share it. Invite your friends. When you start baking bread at home, you will never buy bread from the store anymore, because you can add whatever flavor you like, do whatever you like with the bread. So let us see how it looks. We're gonna give it a try to see how fluffy it is. See how soft. Very soft and fluffy. So don't forget to subscribe. Till I see you next time. Bye.